To be vegan is to practically cause the least amount of suffering to animals. However, some foods can cause more death and suffering to animals than others. Not only foods, but certain actions you can perform that also cause environmental destruction, human suffering, and animal suffering. One cannot be truly vegan because even buying vegan foods is contributing to the killing, poisoning, and exploration of animals.
But I guess my worry is that we sometimes fall into this notion of like an appeal to futility. What I mean by that is we go, well, there's all of these problems, so why should I care about this problem?
So this leads to the only possible conclusion, that being vegan is not something you are or you aren't, but it's a spectrum.
Cells consume, Morty. Life itself is wrong, and that means death is right. But you can't side with that, so you live, even when it means eating.
So, in order to keep this interesting, I made it into a tier list, where S means that it's the most vegan thing you can do, and F meaning that if you do or eat any of these things, you cannot call yourself a vegan. Between A and C, your position in the vegan spectrum will change. But it is up to you to conclude if and when you can call yourself a vegan. Almonds. They are not essential. They are very water intensive, kill millions of bees, and monocropping destroys the environment. If you eat almonds or drink almond milk, you are never vegan. F tier. Apples. Apples are not essential, abuse pesticides, and you have to find non-organic apples that do not use animal-based fertilizer. But I would not put it on F tier, so C tier. Avocados. F tier. They are not necessary, and if you buy South American avocados, you are contributing to human death and exploration. Bananas, C tier. They are most likely not vegan since they use animal fertilizer and something called chitin that derives from animal shells. Not a death sentence to veganism, but close. Baths and hot showers. If you take long baths or you shower with hot water, these are all causing unnecessary suffering and it is practical to stop. This way, you don't hurt the environment by using unneeded water and energy. It does not hurt animals directly, so it cannot go higher than a C since it's so useless. Personal vehicles. It is not necessary. It is very practicable not to have one, and its use causes a lot of destruction and pollution. If you have a car or a motorbike, you are never vegan. F tier. Cashews. Not essential, hurts the environment, hurts humans, and hurts nature. F tier. Coffee. Not essential, hurts and explores humans and nature. Not F tier because I'm biased and I love coffee. So C tier. Corn. Not as cost effective as other plant foods. Not essential, and monocropping destroys the environment. Vegans will say that most corn is fed to animals. That does not really matter. If you buy corn to eat, you are contributing to animal suffering and deaths unnecessarily. C tier. Cotton. Not essential. Too much water consumption and soil degradation. Not entirely F tier, but it does not help the vegan cause. So C tier. Exercise, C tier. Makes you consume more food, leading to more animal destruction. No exercise would be bad for humans, so I won't put it on F tier. Fast fashion. You were never vegan. If you buy new clothes, it is one of the worst things for the environment. Between environmental destruction and human exploration, including child labor, it is definitely an F tier. You should always buy secondhand. You do not need new shoes, bags, clothes, or jewelry. For sure, fast fashion is F. Figs, not vegan, animals have to die to produce them. Grain-fed animals would be fed leftovers and scraps that humans do not want. This way, you could put to good use the sacrifice of the millions of animals needed to produce plant foods, and keeping the death toll to a minimum. Chickens fed this way would produce pain-free eggs, and pigs fed this way would stop us from having to replant again and using more pesticides and killing more animals to protect the crops. It's almost the first A tier, but it's still a solid B. Holidays. Could be a way to contribute to a poor country's economy, but it cannot go higher than C tier. Simply put, the extra spend in fuel and other unnecessary purchases would be very selfish. Palm oil, F. New phone or computer, F. Quinoa, C. Soy, B. Why? Cost-efficient crop in terms of protein and some nutrients. Sugar, F. Wheat, B. Why? Well, because I'm Portuguese and I love bread. Pets. If you have any pets, you are never vegan. They did not give you their consent to exploit them and imprison them. Amazon. If you use Amazon, you are never vegan. There is no justification to use a company that explores humans and causes so much waste and oil consumption. Oatly. Like most nut juices, it is not necessary, but this brand in particular was caught causing a lot of destruction, selling its leftovers to the animal industry and sold themselves to BlackRock. So, I hope your oat lattes are not coming from this brand. F tier, cross-country food or items. You can probably find everything you need to survive being produced in your own country. You don't need avocados from Chile, almonds from California, or clothes from Japan. F tier, bottled water. F tier, holistic agriculture. Gives the animals a longer life than in the wild. It protects them from predators and diseases, helps the environment rebuild itself, and it is the healthiest food for humans. Plus, a human being fed on beef alone would only cause the direct killing of one animal a year. S tier. Most people using tier lists would say that this is just my opinion, but this is not the case. These are pure facts, and if you would like to disagree, feel free to leave a comment and I'll be happy to explain why you are wrong.